Daily God's Promise Day 18 Isaiah chapter 53 verse 5. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. But he was wounded for our transgressions. This is not just prophecy, it is the preview of the greatest act of love in history. Isaiah, writing hundreds of years before Jesus, saw the suffering of the Messiah. The wounds were not random, they were specific, purposeful, and substitutionary. He was pierced, not for his sins, but for ours. Our rebellion required a price, and Jesus paid it with his body. He was bruised for our iniquities. Sin bruises the soul, shame, guilt, and separation. But Jesus took the bruises of our soul upon himself. This was a divine exchange, his purity for our punishment. Every hidden sin, every failure, every broken place, he carried it. The chastisement for our peace was upon him. The punishment that bought us peace was laid fully on him. We were at war with God, but Jesus stood in the middle and made peace. Peace with God, peace within, peace for eternity. This is not peace we earned, it is peace he purchased. And by his stripes we are healed. The stripes refer to the lashes on Jesus' back, each one a wound, each one a healing. Healing not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, eternally. By his suffering, our wholeness is restored. This is the promise of Good Friday. That love suffered, so we could live free. In Genesis chapter 3 verse 15, God promises a Redeemer who would crush the serpent's head through suffering. In Exodus chapter 12 verse 13, the blood of the Lamb marks the homes of God's people, pointing to Jesus, our Passover Lamb. In Leviticus chapter 16 verse 21-22, the scapegoat carries the sins of the people into the wilderness, symbolizing Christ's atoning work. In Matthew chapter 26 verse 28, Jesus says, "This is my blood, poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins." In 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 24, it says, "He himself bore our sins in his body on the cross. By his wounds you have been healed." In Hebrews chapter 9 verse 12, Christ enters the most holy place once for all, obtaining eternal redemption through his own blood. This verse is the heart of the gospel. It is the promise that God did not abandon us in our sin, he met us in it. On Good Friday, the promise was fulfilled through pain. For the church today, this is not just a memorial, it is a moment to receive freedom, healing, and peace. For this generation, struggling with shame, wounds, and spiritual exhaustion, this verse shouts, "You are not beyond redemption." He was wounded, so you could be whole. He was bruised, so you could be free. He was punished, so you could live in peace. He was pierced, so your soul could be healed. This is the promise of the cross. And it still stands today. God bless you and give you grace after grace.